In early 2025, the smartphone world continues to compete in terms of performance. Chipsets made by Qualcomm are one of the main players competing with MediaTek. Antutu, as the leading benchmark platform, again presents a list of the fastest chipsets that dominate the market today. This time, we will discuss the best Snapdragon chipset lineup based on the latest Antutu test results. Snapdragon itself is widely used by smartphones in all market segments. Thanks to outstanding performance, the following Snapdragon chipsets offer users an impressive gaming, multitasking, and power efficiency experience. Let's take a look at the order of the 5 fastest Snapdragon chipsets of early 2025. In first place is the Snapdragon 8 Elite, total score of 1,709,461. This chipset is king on Antutu benchmark. One of the flagship smartphones using the Snapdragon 8 Elite is the iQOO13, which is also currently topping the Antutu rankings. Snapdragon 8 Elite is Qualcomm's high-end processor designed for flagship phones. It offers high performance with exceptional power efficiency. The chipset supports cutting-edge technologies, from AI, gaming, to more stable 5G connectivity.
Close my eyes and feel the warmth unreal. Every beat it strikes fills up the night.
In second place is Snapdragon 8 Gen 3, 1,272,265 total score. This is a flagship class chipset used by many premium smartphones released in 2024. Regarding performance, Snapdragon 8 Gen 3 competes with MediaTek Dimensity 9300. This chipset is used by the Xiaomi 14, which has successfully garnered many positive reviews. Snapdragon 8 Gen 3 offers improved CPU and GPU performance over the previous generation. The processor supports advanced features such as AI and support for gaming with high-quality graphics. In third place is Snapdragon 8 Gen 2, total score 991,506. The chipset used by Xiaomi 13 Pro and Samsung Galaxy S23 Ultra is a processor made by Qualcomm, released in 2022. Snapdragon 8 Gen 2 is a premium processor for improving smartphone performance with AI capabilities. Snapdragon 8 Gen 2 supports the latest graphics technology and camera features for an optimized user experience. This chipset is used in many famous flagship smartphones. It competes strongly with the MediaTek Dimensity 9200. In fourth place is the Snapdragon 8S Gen 3, total score 876K754. This chipset is used by some light versions of flagship-class smartphones. However, it has powerful performance such as the Poco F6. Manufactured with a 4nm fabrication process, the Snapdragon 8S Gen 3 has a CPU configuration consisting of one Cortex-X4 core at 3.0 GHz, 4 Cortex-A720 cores at 2.8 GHz, and 3 Cortex-A520 cores at 2.0 GHz, and features an Adreno 735 GPU. In addition, the Snapdragon 8S Gen 3 supports on-device generative AI with up to 10 billion parameters. At number 5 is the Snapdragon 7 Plus Gen 3, total score 859,609. As one of Qualcomm's best chipsets, the Snapdragon 7 Plus Gen 3 is used by several well-known smartphones, including the Poco F5. This chipset brings features that allow AI processing directly on the device without the need for an internet connection. In addition, the Snapdragon 7 Plus Gen 3 supports Wi-Fi 7 connectivity, making it a first in the Snapdragon 7 series. Next, we discuss the fastest MediaTek chipset in early 2025. Technological developments in early 2025 brought many changes in the world of smartphones, especially in terms of performance. One of the main indicators of smartphone performance is the chipset used. Currently, MediaTek continues to show its dominance with various high-performance chipsets. Based on data from Antutu, there are several MediaTek chipsets that have recorded the highest scores. Well, now we will explore the 5 fastest MediaTek chipsets based on Antutu benchmark scores in early 2025. In first place is the Dimensity 9400, total score of 1,701,249, which in the Antutu list only loses to the Snapdragon 8 Elite. The MediaTek Dimensity 9400 is a flagship-class chipset launched in 2024. The chipset is designed with ARM version 9.2 CPU architecture and 3nm fabrication to improve performance and power efficiency. Dimensity 9400 is equipped with ARM Immortalis G935 GPU and 8th generation NPU, which provides immersive gaming experience as well as AI capabilities. Dimensity 9400 also supports advanced photography capabilities with MediaTek Imagic 1090 ISP. The feature enables HDR video recording with lower power consumption. An example of a smartphone that uses the Dimensity 9400 is the Vivo X200 series.
Eyes and feel the warmth unreal. Every beat it strikes fills up the...
In second place are Dimensity 9300 Plus and Dimensity 9300, total scores of 1,336,338 and 1,314,553, which are used in some flagship phones released in 2024. Dimensity 9300 is MediaTek's flagship processor with ARM version 9-based CPU architecture and Immortalis G720 GPU. Meanwhile, the Dimensity 9300 Plus is an upgraded version with increased clock speed and higher graphics performance. The main difference lies in performance optimization and better power efficiency than the Dimensity 9300 Plus. Even so, the difference in Antutu scores between the two is not too significant. An example of a phone with Dimensity 9300 is the Vivo X100 Pro. Ranked third are the Dimensity 9200 Plus and Dimensity 9200, total score 918,698 and 883,658. Both of these chipsets are used in flagship phones released in 2023. The Dimensity 9200 uses the ARM v9 CPU architecture and Immortalis G715 GPU, focusing on high performance and power efficiency. Meanwhile, the Dimensity 9200 Plus is a more powerful version with increased clock speeds on the CPU and GPU offering faster performance. The main difference between the two is the increased performance on the Dimensity 9200 Plus, which makes it faster at running heavy applications and games. Meanwhile, one of the phones that uses Dimensity 9200 Plus is Oppo Find X6. Ranked fourth is the Dimensity 8300 Ultra, total score 800,238. These are mid-range chipsets that launch in 2023. The MediaTek Dimensity 8300 Ultra offers 20% higher CPU performance and up to 60% faster GPU than its predecessor. The chipset is built through a 4nm fabrication process with dual 5G support at download speeds of up to 5.17 Gbps. Known for its enhanced energy efficiency, the Dimensity 8300 Ultra is claimed to provide a smoother and more power-efficient user experience. One of the famous cell phones powered by this chipset is the Xiaomi 14T. In fifth place are Dimensity 9000 Plus and Dimensity 9000, total score 679,956 and 655,239. We can find both of these chipsets on flagship phones released in 2022. The Dimensity 9000 uses the ARM v9 architecture with an octa-core CPU and Mali G710 GPU. This processor offers fast performance with power efficiency. On the other hand, the Dimensity 9000 Plus is an upgraded version in the clock speed section of the CPU and GPU. Quite a lot of phones rely on these two chipsets. One of them is the Xiaomi 12 Pro, which is powered by Dimensity 9000.